you're down to 10 men for the last half an hour, managed to snatch a point. Does it feel like a win?
No, it's not a win, but it's a good point after the adversity of facing Macarthur 1-0, we're 1-0 down, and then having 10 men away from home is it's difficult. But I thought the boys showed tremendous character. We kept fighting and we were brave. Paul obviously had to make a couple of saves. Damien cleared one off the line at 1-0, so we kept in it, and we had some good openings with 10 players. Fortunately, we didn't capitalise, but I thought overall we were certainly worthy of a point.
And grinding out a draw in those circumstances, that give you a real buoyancy for the rest of the season and what's to come in the coming weeks?
Yeah, I think it's buoyancy in terms of our mindset. I didn't feel that we crumbled at any point. And of course, they were always going to be dangerous in transition, on the break, or pushing. We gave them a few opportunities where we lost the ball, but there was a lot of fatigue. Obviously, we're chasing the game with 10, and we put Nishan on, who was very fatigued from his travels, so it was difficult. But I thought overall it was a point we deserved. And first half we didn't capitalise on some good opportunities, but I think we can still do better with the ball.
Just on Nishan, Tony, you just touched on it. He was in Saudi Arabia a couple of days ago to come on and play such a crucial role in that goal. It must have been really pleasing to see.
Yeah, they had a couple of players as well, so it was obviously difficult for all players involved. And they had Clayton Lewis, who played pretty much a full game, so credit to him and how he got through that. But Nishan found it difficult physically, definitely tonight, but he was there in a key moment when it's full of fatigue to set up that opportunity, and we got the goal.
What did you make of the call on Adama, that second yellow?
Oh, I can see why he's given it, and his foot was high. He mistimed the challenge, and whether that's a yellow or not, that's up to the referee, and he gave a yellow, and we have to accept that.
Obviously, a few missed chances sort of throughout the game. What do you want to see from the boys when they're throwing everything at it? It's not quite sticking. How do you want to see them approach a scenario like that?
Well, they approach it the same way we have. We came away from home against a team in good form, and I thought we created a lot of opportunities first half. We controlled large parts of the game. Like I said, alluded to earlier, I believe we can do a lot better with the ball. We can move the ball a lot quicker. But we're in good control of the game, but they were always dangerous on the break. With Davila and Jermaine, and then they got some quick wingers, and in transition they were always dangerous throughout the whole match. So we just got to keep playing the way we're playing, and we'll keep creating chances. We know that, and we'll get the goals.
Milo was sort of saying before just about Davila that he felt like there was a lot of attention going his way. Is that a fair comment, that there was a bit of extra love going to him, or is it just something that when you have a star player you just got to expect he's going to get extra attention?
I didn't think he got extra attention. I think if he got challenged, then the referee dealt with that and gave us yellow cards. So if he got fouled, there were yellows. You've got to remember too, we played with 10 for the last half an hour. So, it didn't quite go our way, if that's what we did to Davila. But if our challenges were a bit late, it wasn't malicious, it was because a good player, maybe we didn't quite get there. But that can happen with a player like him when he's on the ball. He's got the quality. But he's a fantastic footballer, and I'm sure he'll continue to be for Macarthur.
With Adama getting that second yellow, is it a bit of a sense of frustration of him perhaps putting himself in that position where it might be decided that way? It's the second red you've had in sort of, similar circumstances, 2 yellows this season. You've suffered injuries to the defence as well, not really giving them a chance to settle. Yeah,
it's a frustrating one, and Adama's the first that's in the change room frustrated, but it's impulse, it's a split second, it's that moment. I felt he should have. Well, we had 3 players around the ball, and no one went to the ball to challenge the ball with a header. So as soon as we didn't do that, we were in a bit of trouble there.
Did you have a view of the the late VAR check, which could have been an earlier equaliser, only about 5 minutes before that. It seemed like there was certainly contact on Bruno.
Well, we thought it was a penalty. Certainly we thought it was a penalty. When he came over to the screen, we were adamant that he would give it, but he didn't. And, you know, maybe it seems as though it's easier for me to say that now that because we got a point, but in the end, you know, I'm realising, you know, there's nothing that I say will change those things, and VAR will always be contentious, unfortunately, because in the end, it's still a human decision. He still goes over to the screen and makes a decision. So it's not, the VAR hasn't actually made the decision. He made the decision after viewing it. So if it's a human decision, then I'd be happy if we did that for all decisions. So you have to accept that he initially didn't give it. So if we didn't have VAR, it wouldn't have been a penalty. That's the decision he made. And we've had a few of these go against us, maybe go for us. But while the person's making a call, you know, this will always happen. And I'm a lot happier with the referee making his own judgment.
Does it feel like it's tricky for the referee to overturn his own decision when it is such a fine line, really based on the degree of the contact?
Well, like all players, all referees manage the game differently. Some referees, you may feel when they go to the screen, 9 times out of 10 they give a penalty, and they manage, you know, they manage the game differently. They manage VAR decisions differently, and we have different players in different attributes all over the park. So I think referees are the same, and I would have been a lot happier if he gave it, but it's his decision, and I respect him making a call as opposed to relying on, okay, if you think it's a penalty, and all right, then let's give it a pen. So if his conviction is that it's not, then so be it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.